Okay, so I have to start making these videos because I am planning on launching my clothing, not even necessarily clothing brand. I'm calling it a collective, right? And so in this collective, it's just going to be my playground of things I create, and um, it all comes from just around thinking outside of the box. And, as it relates to creativity, one of the things that I'm learning about like all these different brands and and how they come about and how people brand themselves. The ones that usually interest me are not just doing one thing. And so, on my creative journey, when I would go out and go into art galleries and talk to people about fashion, everybody wanted to ask or kind of I I keep saying put me in a box, and I don't really care for being imprisoned. So when someone tries to classify me as one thing, like, are you a painter? Are you a sculptor? Are you a fashion designer? Um, I love all aspects of design and creativity. I feel like my strongest passion is in architecture, and I've been, um, trying to figure out like what that what that means for me. And I've looked, I've started to research people that think the way that I do, from Basquiat to Virgil Abloh, and there are some other people that kind of stick out to me. But looking at those two artists' stories, and it's so interesting that I'm coming into contact and learning about these people um, after their demise. Well, of course, Basquiat's older than I am, but Virgil was doing his thing, and I had no idea about it. Like I learned about the Off White brand a couple years ago, and until his death, I really didn't kind of delve into like how he got, started into art and understanding. He has an engineering and architectural background. I've worked many years in human resources and have provided a decent living for myself. Um, but I have never felt like I have been doing what I truly feel like I should be doing, right? And so this next journey, this next chapter into my life, what I really want to focus on is showing people that, like, to find true happiness, you have to go within and become a kid again. Like, do those things that make you happy. Um, whatever it was you was doing when you were a child or a teenager, and think about your happiest moments. And my happiest moments are when I remember laying on my mother's floor in the kitchen. She would be cooking, and I would be drawing, you know, and I got this paint, um, this watercolor paint set, and I remember I didn't have any paper, so like I would take those the paper bags from the grocery store and split them in half and paint on those. And I remember painting this like pastel pink um, dress, and I can't remember if I had watched like Gone with the Wind or it was North and South or something. I was always fascinated by the clothing on TV at such a young age, like even the antebellum, the way the women dress. Like I thought it was so grand, and then Fast forward to like the designs and Dynasty, just the opulence of how those people dress, and the designer Nolan Miller, just amazing craftsmanship from the men to the women, and those are the things that kind of like I feel like have inspired the way that I dress, the things that I look for, and I know that there are some very talented artists and designers um, today, but like I'm not seeing the things that I want to wear. Like I will see things that will be close to something I would want, but I always feel like, oh, what if I had a jacket made like this, or and then so doing all that and saying all that, and I was thinking like, maybe I should just start my own um, fashion line. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna get my art out here. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna design some furniture. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna do some sculptures. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna be an architect, and I'm gonna do all these things. And I encourage you to do and do all the things. If you want to travel, like speak it, write it down, and it will start to come to pass. And I think that's where your true happiness lies. So I'm excited to take you guys on this journey with me. I have like, you can see all this going on in the background. This is just a preview of what's to come from me. Um, uh, this collective of work, I'm excited to present to you. And I will most definitely be sending out save the date soon. So I look forward to sharing this with you. So stay in touch.